Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here's Christie. Here's McGrady. Davis in the corner. Back to McGrady. No good on the three. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Traps in the tray. Holmgren's got the game going with his first points of the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Curry. It's deflected.
And Dort making his impact, and that's the end we expected from defensively.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Outside Carter. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
And then Carter with the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Thunder off to a quick start here. It's a three-point game. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Now here is Carter. He's got 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Dort.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3. Raptors trail by 4. Tracy McGrady on the wing. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And the Thunder making a switch here. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Now here is Carter. 6 points for him. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Carter.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. Pass to Wallace. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Raptors with the lead. Carter with it. Williams picks him up. Carter outside. What a terrific move that was. Carter's got 10 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Right side, Williams. It's stolen. Fast break. Here come the Raptors.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Thunder trailing by 5. Wallace right side. Wiggins from outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Carter. Rebound by Williams.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A fader. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Now Bogues. Over in the corner, Brown. Driving inside. Misses the layup. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And the Raptors with the ball. Takes it inside. No one near him. Nice jump shot. Good. Curry's got his first points in this one.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Curry. McGrady left side. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 3. In the corner, Wallace with it. And the 3 off target. McGrady right side. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline with his 3. Raptors trail by 3. Bogues with it. He has yet to score. Davis sets a screen. And he drives in. Chalk up 2 there.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
He takes it in, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the inside. Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's SGA showing he can play without the ball.
Here's Bowes. Nothing on the board.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Both teams deciding to change it up. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Out left to the wing. Picked off in midair. Outside Williams. Pass to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Carter.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
In that Storts game, he's outside to knock down some threes.
It's Vince Carter on the wing. He's got 12. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Oklahoma City trailing. Caruso looking for an opening. .30 seconds left to play in the first half. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Caruso. Caruso's got 5 now. And here's Bowes. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Carter. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Bogues. To the paint. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here is Carter. The Thunder making the shot. And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. That one falls. Holmgren's got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking. Oh. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Back to Dort from outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. Raptors trail by 4. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And Williams with the stuff.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now here is Carter. 16 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. With the drive. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And finished off by Carter.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Hartenstein. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Down low. Stolen by Carter. Here's McGrady. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Williams.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Williams with a clean look. It's good from long range. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here is Carter. He's got 22. Curry on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Curry's got 5 now.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And here is Wallace. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep to the middle. Pass to Caruso. A three-pointer is right on target. 8 points for him.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Carter on the wing. Tracy McGrady. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And the Raptors lead by 5.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Outside Carter. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Raptors lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Toronto. The lead is 2. Now, here is McGrady. Curry with a wide-open look. Good on the triple. Curry's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors. Inside, here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Curry. Back to McGrady. Shoots from the elbow. Caruso grabs the miss. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Fires for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. McGrady outside. High post, Davis. Davis sets a screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the first thing you mentioned about Del Curry, shooting. This guy has such a smooth stroke.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Wallace right side. Dort wide open. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
And it's the Raptors ball. High post, Davis. Back to Carter. Davis sets a screen. Shoots from the baseline. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Carter's got 27.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And Curry has it in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. And it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Curry on the wing. Pass to Christie. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Carter. And that one drops for him. Carter's got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. For 3, Williams hits it from three-point range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
On the free throw, no good. Under trailing by 6. Here's Dort. Off target from three-point range. Now McGrady. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Davis missing. Deflects the pass. Carter with it. McGrady left side. And he lays it straight in. And the Raptors lead by 8.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Say it with me now. SGA. Get it done.
And the shot is good.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here is Carter, defended by Dort. Carter outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Carter's got 34.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Driving in. And then jammed down right as he goes over Jalen Williams. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. Here's McGrady. Misses. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Baer.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. we've got the Boston Celtics facing the Houston Rockets. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Fires the three. And it's Battier with a rebound. Here's McGrady. And the layup is good off the glass.
High percentage look right off the bat.
Boston on offense. Outside Holiday. White for three. It's hauled in by Houston.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to McGrady. To the middle. Here's Yao. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I spoke with Houston's head coach for a bit. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Inside. Yao, shot is off. Right side, Porzingis. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Outside Holiday. Jacks up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Here's Yao, defended by Porzingis. Here's Alston for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
It's his first trip to the line. And he can't hit the second. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Yao. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Down low. Outside Holiday. Outside White. Porzingis sets a screen. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Here's McGrady. 5 points in the game. And it's good for 2. McGrady's got 7.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Takes it inside. Counted. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
Looking like a runaway freight train, Tatum taking it to the rack with a purpose.
Here's McGrady. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Outside Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
So both teams making some changes here. "51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game." Pass to Scola. Here's Mutombo. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Francis. Houston with another miss. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the drive. And it's all tied up.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Here's McGrady. Nice D from Brown.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
There's a screen. Here's Brooks. Oh, it's blocked. By Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Mutombo. Just 5 to shoot.
Lockdown defense by Porzingis. When he moves his feet to get in position, his length is unbelievable.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Francis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he lays it up and in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Boston trailing. Here's Tatum. Shots blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Porzingis for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Novak. Here's Francis. Hey, from beyond the arc. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Right side Holiday. Kick out to Brown. And here's Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Boston.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Novak. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Mutombo. Tatum pulls it in. Boston on offense. Nothing on offense from them yet in this second quarter. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
They set the screen. Pass to Novak. Here's McGrady from outside the arc. Holiday grabs the miss. Here's Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. The Rockets trail. Here's McGrady. He's got 7. Nice D from Brown. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So both teams changing it up here. Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with it. It's Tatum working inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And it's Alston missing.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Three-pointer. Pritchard gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
To the inside. Here's Yao. Good D by Porzingis. Now Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. Now Porzingis. From deep three-point range. This is another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Yao. Counted. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's deflected.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. There's 6 seconds left in the first half of this game. 1 second left. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Novak. Now here's Jackson. Got it. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
And Houston making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Alston. Over to the wing. Here's McGrady. He's got 9. Clock at 6. Pass to Yao. Here's Alston. Here's Yao. Hounded by Tatum. Yao, good.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And look at Tatum getting aggressive inside.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight. And the second free throw is good. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's McGrady. Banked it in off the glass. McGrady's got 11 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Battier. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Yao. Here's McGrady. Yao, good. And now it's a 5-point Houston lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Here's McGrady. 11 points in the game. And Porzingis with the block. White for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. White's got his second basket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Alston. 5 points in the game. The three. The offensive rebound. Pass to Battier. Here's McGrady. Here's Yao. He's guarded by White. To the wing, right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Tatum from long range. Mutombo with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Alston. Here's Novak. Here's Mutombo. No points yet. Here's McGrady. Out to the right wing. Here's Mutombo. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Mutombo. Here's Novak. Gets the three ball to go. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And Pritchard, here we go. Good. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Alston. Fires the three. Back to Brooks. To the paint. Tries again. Lets it go from deep. Alston with a bucket. Give him 8.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 29 seconds left in the third quarter.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
"17 seconds left in the third quarter. Gets the three to fall. Pass to Novak. Takes a three. Horford pulls it in. That'll count. The shot comes out. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Rockets on top. up by 1. And we'll return shortly. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Boston trailing. And here's Tatum. To take the lead. Mutombo with a rebound. And Houston has possession. Here's Francis. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Pritchard. Horford outside. Fires from deep. Brooks with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And that's an intentional foul. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Yao. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Pass to Horford. Knocks it loose. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's McGrady. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Pass to Alston. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics trail by 4. Now here's Tatum. Back to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Pass to Yao. Here's McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Boston pulls it in. Inside. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Pass to Scola. Here's Alston. Here's McGrady. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
from Porzingis, a testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Here's Alston. Pass to McGrady. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Porzingis sets a screen to take the lead. From deep range, KP hits it.
And it's Porzingis at 7'3", a monster to go to late in the game.
Here's McGrady. Here's Yao. Yes!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Back to Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
Pass to Yao. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Pass to Porzingis. "12 seconds left to play in the fourth. The kick out to White. Launches a three. And buries it from deep. The Rockets call timeout. What do you think, Coach, will be drawing up here?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Here's McGrady. For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So
welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. The Timberwolves looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Now here's Booker. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Pass to O'Neal. Down low. Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Gobert. And here is McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Randall outside. Over Beal. Randall with the bucket.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Pass to Richards. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Durant, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
No good on the second free throw. Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
And then Durant with the jam.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Here's Conley. Outside for Randall. Right side, Edwards. Back to Randall. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here are the Suns now. Pass to KD. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Yep, that one goes in there.
If you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Here's Bull. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Edwards. And Bull pulls it down. And it's Phoenix's ball. Launches it. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Edwards looking it over. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Pass to Bull. Outside, Beal. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 to shoot. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Suns making a change here. And here are the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Out to Conley. Here's the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Pass to Booker. Outside, Beal. Screen by Bull. Fires, high post. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Over to the left wing. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
Near the three-point line, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Minnesota on top, up by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Alexander Walker. Misses the layup. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Suns trail by 4. Beal gets a wide-open look. The three-pointer is right on target.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA, Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Here's Reed. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Dunn. Still scoreless. Here's Beal. The Suns need to get a shot off. Drills it from outside.
Well, a terrific secondary playmaker. Beal with a nice find.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. And Bull pulls it down. Now Beal. Booker outside. The three. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From outside the arc. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Booker. Going inside. Drops in the layup for two. Booker's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Bull. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Dunn. Kicks it out to Allen. From outside, off the mark. 1:53 left now here in the second. Left side, Edwards. Back to Conley. Jacks up a three. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Randall. Out to Edwards. No good on the three. And it's Phoenix's ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's the screen. Durant in the corner. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Silky corner shot by Durant. He is so confident in his ability to hit from that range. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
For three, Edwards. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5. It's Allen on the wing. For the three. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Conley. Nice move. It's hauled in by the Suns. Beal with it. Drives to the hoop. It'll count. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Phoenix ahead as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And we'll be back with you right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Suns leading by 6. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Tough two from Durant.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Done outside. Durant down low. Pass to Allen. And McDaniels with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, Lee. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Conley. Finished off the break. Conley's got 5.
Well, Mike Conley out in transition on the break, eager to help his team convert. Nicely done.
To the paint. Here's KD. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. KD's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
KD on the wing. Shoots the 3. Gobert pulls it in. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Now Durant, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. 6 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Timberwolves trailed by 6. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to Miller. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Durant, no good. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And here's Booker. He's got 9. Durant in the corner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player, in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Here's Alexander Walker. The offensive rebound. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 now.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Now here's Booker. He's got 9. Ball inside. No good from Booker. Timberwolves trail by 3. Back to Alexander Walker. Good work there as it goes. "17 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Booker. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He knows every possession is critical now. And the Timberwolves making a change here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thank you, David. Jones, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Now McDaniels looking to end his cold spell. Edwards can't hit. Phoenix leading by 4. A kick out to O'Neal. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Edwards. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Beal from long range. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
McDaniels with the ball. He's covered by Beal. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Suns leading by 5. Katie with it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to O'Neal. Over Randall. Phoenix no good that time either. So it's the Timberwolves now. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Releases from the wing and drills it. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Randall outside. Pass to Reed. Out to Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Booker. Edwards with the block.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. This guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Booker outside. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
And Reed has it in the corner. Timberwolves passing it around. Screen by McDaniel. Inside. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Durant. Contact will not stop Durant.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Pass to Reed. Here is Edwards. Shoots a fader to the inside. It's rebounded by Booker. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Good on the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's really good defense by Bradley Beal. Because of his size and mobility to stay on the ball and affect the shot, that's really good D.
And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Pass to DiVincenzo. For 3, Booker gets the bucket. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Dorisburg.